Hi guys, Happy New Year in advance. I have a message for you today. Today is more like a preaching, more like a sermon. I want to teach us on how to enter the new year, how to go into 2026 the right way. Uh, there is one big mistake that people keep on making every year, every single year. See this thing called New Year resolution. New Year resolution has been wrongly interpreted. I don't know how people got that interpretation that we just gather in the midnight of the new year and pray, do the say this is what I want to do, declare, and then you say you have made a new year decision. What you did, what people call new year resolution is actually midnight prayer, daily prayer that is supposed to be done every day. But to my to my utmost surprise, some people only pray during that crossover. It is good to pray. It is very, very good to pray. But then I want to let you know that prayer without work is like faith without work is dead. The first step towards going into a new year the right way is self examination. There's a saying that the advice one gives to him or has to himself or herself is the best. You are going to go into a cool place, go into a cool room or a very quiet place where you'll be alone, no music, nothing, nothing. Think about the things you wanted to do this 2025 that you find out that you see yourself unable to achieve them. Think about everything that you had in your plan, all the things you prayed about that you see that you wanted to achieve, that you wanted to see yourself achieve. For instance, some people wanted to marry this year. At the end of the day, they discover that maybe their carelessness or their double dating lifestyle cost them their relationship. It is when you are thinking alone, when you are meditating about yourself, when you are examining yourself, that you'll be able to discover that this is what caused me not to end up with this relationship that I expected it should have ended in marriage. Take note of that. Tell yourself the truth. Make sure that as you enter this new year, you will not repeat the same mistake again. You will learn how to be committed. If you wanted to do a business this year and you end up discovering that the year was so fast you couldn't achieve it, don't say the country is hard. Don't follow the crowd and be saying the country is hard. You know what caused it. The only justifiable reason why you shouldn't achieve what you wanted to achieve is sickness. As long as you were not sick, you were not admitted, you were still doing your work, you were still getting paid every month, then you squander your money and you will come out and be giving excuse saying that the country is hard, everything have cost, even your salary have cost. Now you be the problem of yourself. And it is when you begin to take responsibility and blame yourself and blame no other person, that is when you can make a notable progress in your life. That is number one, self examination. By the time you finish advising yourself, pick out all the reasons why you failed to achieve what you wanted to achieve. If it is your drinking habits, whether it's Fanta and Coke you are drinking too much, your eating habits that made you not to save enough money to be able to start the business you wanted to start, you take note of it. Start eating once a day or twice a day. Cut down on your eating habits, cut down on your drinking habit, cut down on your partying habits. Take correction, advise yourself. Because nobody's coming to come and tell you that this is the reason why you couldn't achieve it. Everybody will tell you that the country is hard. Country is hard, yet people keep on building houses. Country is hard, yet people keep on buying cars. Country is hard. Are you the only one that the country is hard for? Now you suffer past who and who. Try and calm down, advise yourself. When you discover the reasons why you did not achieve what you plan to achieve, that is already a progress on its own. Because ignorance is not an excuse. And ignorance is in fact is the highest disease. When you don't know, when the doctor does not know the cause of your problem or the name of your problem, when your doctor doesn't know your problem, in this case now, your problem could be your attitude, your drinking attitude, your drinking habit, your overeating, your partying or extravagance. When the doctor have not diagnosed the cause of your sickness, then it will be impossible to administer treatment to you. So try and pick out, fish out your problem, discover what is your problem, what caused you not to achieve what you plan to achieve. Then after that, the number two, which is also very very crucial, very very important, is to pen down everything you plan to achieve next year. Some people say that why will I write it down? Shebi na my plan, e dey my mind na, e dey my mind. Chairman, if you no pen am down, you can easily forget what you wanted to achieve and you will remember it when the year finishes. It is that you're writing down. Even the Bible say write down the vision. So, all those things that you plan to achieve, if you want to marry next year, if you want to buy a car, if you want to start a business, if you want to build a house, you want to do something, if you want to help so number of people, write it down. By the time you go through that your book, your diary, or your piece of paper that you have written it down, it will easily remind you that this is what I have not achieved, this is what I have achieved. Then you will be able to trade cautiously. You will not spend anyhow because you know that you have a plan. You have a plan for the year. You can only spend extra after doing what you need to do with your money. But if you don't write it down, you end up discovering that if you are the type that wants to marry, you end up thinking that yes, I want to marry. Instead of putting more effort in one relationship, you just be jumping from one man to another, one man to another, because there is no direction without writing down. If you don't write down what you want, it will be difficult for you to remember what you want. And when you don't remember what you want, you can easily make a mistake and do what you don't need, to do. So let us live a calculated and accountable life. Without accountability, it is very very difficult to see a notable progress in your life. So the real New Year resolution is you going on a self-reflection, discover the problems, and then write out solutions to the problems. Then write down everything you want to do in this year 2026. By the time you write it down, you make sure that you go through it. You always look at that your write-up. At least every week you look at it. By the time you look at it, you remember that this is what I want, this is what I want. So that next year will not finish like that again. Oh. If not, even 2030, you never achieve that thing. 2050 sef, you never achieve that thing. Form the habit of writing down what you want. Always write it down. Don't say yes, e dey in my mind, e dey in my mind. No, it's in your mind. You will know that it's in your mind. But writing it down will make you to stick to it and work towards it. Then the final one is to be committed, to be consistent in whatever you are doing. Never you quit your job when you have not gotten a better job. If you quit your job when you have not gotten a better job, you will suffer. Sometimes it is that your job that is even bringing you a better offer of a job. But by the time you already quit that your job, then there will not be qualification for you to get another job. So try and be consistent in whatever you are doing. If you plan on getting a certain type of body structure and you know that the certain exercises you need to do, always stay consistent. Don't exercise today and leave tomorrow. Say I'm tired today. No. Discover the solutions. The solutions, the formula for whatever you want, and be strict to yourself. Very, very strict to yourself. Don't pamper yourself. If you pamper yourself, your tomorrow will spoil. This is real New Year resolution. It's not all about you praying midnight prayer, declaring what you want. Then after prayer, say tomorrow, next tomorrow, you no go pray.